Well, welcome to the last module, training video number 6 in the first level of the new standard. Today, we're just going to go back everything we've already learned and really establish your go-to statements. I don't know if I should share this for you already, but today, this training, I want you to role play through all 5 of these foundational tools that you've learned. Once again, the goal whenever we finish this training is that you have statements that you feel like when you're in a pinch or the pressure's on, it's always going to be your go-to. Qualifying the customer, building value, gratitude statement, and asking for the review. So today, I want to ask you one question. What are you doing daily to improve? We're going to talk about core values. We're going to go back to establishing your go-to worksheets here. We're going to talk about the statements. We're going to conclude this session and get out of here. Remember, every day is your training day to achieve the life of your dreams. So choose wisely. Choose wisely who you allow to be around you, what you're listening to and watching, what you're doing. Are you learning? Are you training? Are you getting better? Because that's going to either equal your success or your failure in the future in what you do. So let's start off here. What are you doing daily right now? What's one thing that you're doing to improve your current situation? All right, so one thing I'm doing right now is part of my diet. So I cut out all sodas. I'm not drinking any soda this year. So it's allowed me to put that in my life. I know it's not bettering me in what I'm doing. And it's one thing I'm doing to improve my current situation. All right. So core value win. I love this core value. It allows us to talk about customer winning, the team member winning, and ultimately the customer winning and having that winning mindset. So what does this look like in what you're doing today? Do you have situations to where it's a win-win-win for everybody involved? Are you having those conversations with your customers, with your team members, with your company? Are you having a winning mindset, or are you constantly having a losing mindset, being negative? Everybody's against me, poor that. We got to choose to change that. It's got to be a winning mindset. The one way I look at this is whenever we're talking to either a customer, a team member, or a company, there's 3 ways you can look at winning. There's a lose-win, there's a win-lose situation, and then there's a win-win situation. Let me explain a little more what that looks like. If you are the kind of person who takes the lose-win situation, a lot of times you will take the loss so somebody else can win, and then passive-aggressively be mad at them later on or hold a grudge against them. Or maybe you're the win-lose person, and you take the win to let somebody else lose because maybe you want to bully them around or be the dominant figure there, and your ego is getting in the way, and you don't really care who you're affecting in the process. Or maybe you're the person who looks for win-win situations. What does it look like for me to win as a team member, for the company to win, for the customer to win? Well, that's what we're talking about today. That's what we're talking about in developing the new standard and living by the core values and just being the best professional you can be, whether you're a plumbing technician or an HVAC technician. So remember, we need to adopt these core values as our own and live our lives by them, center our lives on them to be successful for our future. Reviewing the new standard, prepare for your day, arrive at the job, introduction, build value, present options, complete the work, clean up, educate the customer, and complete the experience. We've laid it out there, very simple for what it looks like to win as a plumbing technician or an HVAC technician here at Sunrise Plumbing and Air. So what we've learned so far, qualifying the customer. Ms. Jones, now that we have reviewed the issues with the water heater and determined that it needs to be replaced, is there anyone else that needs to be involved in the conversation to discuss the many replacement options we offer here at Sunrise Plumbing and Air? Very simple, building value. The great thing about Sunrise Plumbing and Air is that all of our techs are trained and licensed, ensuring that you will save time and money, knowing the job is fixed right the first time and that you'll always have a tech that you can trust in your home. The gratitude statement. Ms. Jones, I have your custom options available. Do you mind if you go to the table to discuss them? Go to the table, sit down. I want to let you know how much it means to me and the entire Sunrise Plumbing and Air team that you chose us to complete your plumbing or HVAC repairs today. I can assure you that I'll provide you with quality work and proper communication throughout the entire process. And then last but not least, Ms. Smith, thank you again for the opportunity to serve your plumbing or HVAC air needs today. I wanted to make sure that you are happy with everything. If yes, then great. If no, then fix it. Since you're so happy with everything, it would mean a lot to me if you would take a couple minutes out of your busy schedule to put a review on Google with my name on it. Sure, awesome. I'll text you the link. You can knock it out while I'm wrapping the job up. 4 standard foundational pieces to this new standard that we need to learn. Today, we're going to role play them. So you should have your notes with you, your pen and paper, your service notes. You should have something written down here, and this is going to be the way that we're going to role play it. All right, so we're going to split into teams. I don't know how many people are watching this at this time. We're going to take 5 minutes, make sure that we finish filling out those 4 statements. Then we're going to get in front of the room and we're going to share them in a role play setting. So we got qualify the customer, building value, gratitude statement, asking for the review. So let's take a few minutes. You can pause the video. Let's go through some of these things and get ready to role play them. All right, glad you're back with me. What I want you to do after we role play these things, these 4 statements, I'm going to want you to give a copy. Let Joe make a copy of these for you. He's going to laminate them and give them back to you. And I want you to hang these in your truck. This is something that when you're driving to the job, you could be role playing through them. You could be talking about them in your head. You could be sharing it with your apprentice in the truck. You could be working on these things. Because once again, that's going to build confidence when the pressure's on or when you're in front of the customer and you need to come up with a good statement. All right, so let's take a few minutes. Let's share your go-to statements. Remember, growth only happens outside your comfort zone. I'm gonna give you an example of how I want you to role play. Then I want you to pause the video and I want you to role play with whoever you have in the room with you. So the first thing, going back right here, qualifying the customer. All right, so I'll walk in the home. I walk over, I'm just going to give a water heater as an example, but it could be anything, whatever you feel like giving as an example. All right, Ms. Jones, yes, okay, it looks like your water heater's been leaking. I get down there, I check it. And remember, I haven't asked too many questions, but I ask, how long have you been here? Has this happened before? And by inspecting it, I determine that it needs to be replaced. So what I say then is qualify the customer. So Ms. Jones, here's what's going to happen today. I'm going to kind of set the stage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a series of questions, get an idea what your needs, wants, and concerns are for your hot water heater issue. Now that we know it needs to be replaced, I want to make sure that I ask the right questions and give you customized options based on what you want. Before I do this, is there anyone else that needs to be involved in this conversation? She says no. I go on. All right, so I start asking. So Ms. Jones, we know this needs to be replaced. You've been here 20 years. I go into that needs, wants, concerns. We're not going to be role playing that. So that's the first part of your role play. The second part is the building value statement. Ms. Jones, I told you, as I had already informed you, I'm going to go to my truck and work up some options. Before I do, I also want to let you know the great thing about Sunrise Plumbing and Air is that we're a family-owned and operated company right here in the DFW area. And we've been around since 2013. So you know that we're not going anywhere. And we also have the best warranties in the market. And I've been plumbing personally for 20 plus years. And I have over 100 5-star reviews for you to check out. So you can have a building value statement like that. Or, hey, the great thing about Sunrise Plumbing and Air is that we offer a friends and family plan. Are you interested in hearing more about how you can get things like priority scheduling and discounted pricing on all your future services? Hey, that's a pretty simple one. And she says, yes, then you can dive into what that looks like. All right, so we're going to check off our building value statement. We go to the truck, obviously we come back in. Now we're going to do the gratitude statement. Hey, Ms. Jones, do you mind if you go to the table to discuss these customized options I have worked out for you? Oh yeah, let's go to the table. Go, sit down. All right, before I get started, I just want to let you know how much it means to me and my family that you chose myself to be your plumbing or HVAC professional today. I know there's a lot of options out there that you have to choose from, and I just want to let you know that it really means a lot to me. Pretty simple, right? All right, did gratitude statement, we check that off. We do the job, we get all the way to the end. All right, Ms. Jones, the job is done. I just want to walk you through, come with me. I want to make sure that you are happy with the entire experience. The repair looks good and you're good to go. Yes, she's happy. All right, before I go, I just wanted to let you know once again how much I appreciate you for choosing myself as your plumbing or HVAC professional today. It would mean a lot to me if you would just take a couple minutes out of your busy schedule and hop on Google and just give me a review with my name on it. You know, because back at Sunrise Plumbing and Air, my boss sees those things and he talks about them. And I just want him to know what kind of service I'm providing to my customers. Oh yeah, I definitely do that. Okay, what I can do, I can text you the link and get it to you. So once again, I just rattled that off. I know it didn't sound exactly like what I said earlier, but everybody's is going to be a little different. When you're on the spot, it's going to be different. So I want you to role play on all four of those in that same sequence. Remember, you go to the issue, you qualify the customer, and then from there you build the value, and then you pretend you're coming back in from the truck. You go to the table, you do the gratitude statement, and then you pretend the job's over. You talk about making sure they're happy and asking for the review. So pause the video, and I'll see you in a few minutes. I'll see you probably in about 20 minutes. All right, so hopefully that wasn't too bad. Hopefully you made it through that role play all right, and you got uncomfortable, because remember, growth only happens outside your comfort zone. Your future is found in your daily routine. Successful people do daily what others do occasionally. Think about that. What are things that you think successful people do daily that other people do occasionally? Congratulations, your level 1 training is complete. Make sure you turn those, or you get Joe to make a copy of all these statements, so that way you can keep them in your truck as your go-to foundational tools for the new standard. Here are some of the things you have to look forward to. We're going to talk about friends and family plan, building options, presenting options, doing home inspections, and rock and rolling. So before we shift over to our close, what is one key takeaway that you learned today that you're going to take and apply? All right, awesome. I can't wait to hear how that works out for you. Once again, we are built for the trades. That means we're proud to be Americans, proud to be tradesmen. We provide quality work, serving over selling. We live with integrity, always keeping your word, always progressing. And this is all built on a foundation of faith. Thank you again, and I will see you for level 2 training.